Hey yo, wait, they got BBW muscle women in this show? Nope, I don't want to hear no if, ands, or but. This right here is peak anime, and if you say it's not, man, I'm sorry to tell you, you're just wrong. Welcome back, my fellow DJs, and as you can see by the title, we back for part 2 of Plus Size Elf. To say y'all went crazy on that first video is an absolute understatement. I mean, look, the result speaks for itself. And you know, as the marvelous leader I am, I'ma always give the people what they want. So as you guys know, we held a poll in the community tab, which by the way, y'all should really be checking my community tab from time to time. That way y'all get to vote on the next episode y'all want, and just get your inputs on shows I should review. So as a community, you know, we agree that we're gonna be doing this every 2 weeks because you know the episodes are so short that it just makes sense to put them together 2 at a time. And the fact that you're watching this video right now means that there's some more episodes out. So go ahead, sit back, relax, grab your tissue, grab your lotions, and let us enjoy some plus-sized elf. So we start this episode off with Elfuda and Tomasu in the massage parlor. Tomasu is handing her some tickets for a sauna, and this is where we hear that apparently there's an ogre that's been appearing in the sauna lately. Tomasu tells Elfuda that he doesn't know what to think, but he doesn't think the tickets should be wasted, so he gives them to her anyway. So Elfuda of course takes the tickets, but she doesn't know what a sauna is, and that's when Tomasu explains what a sauna is. He pretty much just says it's a steam bath, and as you can expect of Elfuda, she just starts talking about french fries and how they hit different after a hot bath. So we skip to the next scene where Elfuda's entered the sauna, and bam, boop, bop, everybody's undisputed best girl in the show so far, I might add, pops up. So as Elfuda's looking around, she sees Kuroeda soaking her precious lady lumps in the tub. And as you can expect, they immediately get to arguing with each other. So Elfuda's like, yo, what are you doing here? Kuroeda's like, man, I'm over here chilling over work, man. What the hell your fat ass doing here? And then Elfuda's like, man, chubby women got a right to be here. And then Kuroeda's like, then so do I then. So they butt heads for a little bit. And then Elfuda's like, man, never mind, bro. I'm here to try out the sauna. And that's when Kuroeda was like, yeah, me too. Elfuda looks at her and says, if you want to go to the sauna, then why you loafing around out here? You must be afraid of that ogre, huh? Scary ass. Now, when somebody call you scary, you already know you can't prove them right. So Kuroeda's like, man, ain't nobody scared for real. So they both walk up to the door. Elfuda opens the door and bam, she gets blasted with a whole full boatload of steam. So as Elfuda's over there at the ground wallowing in pain because she really just got her face fried, Kuroeda looks at the thermostat in the sun and sees that it's at 120 degrees Celsius. Now, for my American viewers that can't convert that, that's what I'm here for. That is 248 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but when the body reaches to 105 degrees, that is a medical emergency. Like, meaning you can fucking die if you don't get that, lower your body temperature. So imagine adding a whole nother 143 degrees to that. You know, as a matter of fact, don't even imagine. I'll just tell you what happened. You would die. Like, I'm pretty sure that's probably an instant heat stroke. Like, bro, if I was Elfuda, bro, I'd just cut my losses. Hey, bro, whoever in that sauna can have it, bro. Forget them tickets. Forget that sauna. Forget it all, bro. I'm finna go get me some french fries and live. But apparently Elfuda's built different because she says, nah, man, I trust my boy's judgment, opens the door, and that's when they hear a voice telling them to shut up. They look inside the sauna, and here is the big bad ogre that everyone's been talking about. Emphasis on bad, because boy, I know I go crazy. She tells the two of them to hurry up and close the door because they letting all the heat out. So the two of them heads inside, and as soon as they walk in, they feel absolutely miserable. So the ogre immediately starts taunting them. She laughs and says, I would have thought the heat would have been too much for some wimpy elves like you. So of course, they take offense to that, and they was like, man, us elves ain't afraid of a little heat for real, man. This ain't nothing. That's when the ogre says, alright, well if that's the case, go over there and have a little seat then. So they sit down and they hop immediately right up and hollering in pain because I guess you could say they don't like their buns steamed.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, I'll show myself out. So the ogre tells them to wrap a towel around their waist, this way they won't burn themselves, and then she strikes up a conversation with them. She says an elf traveling to another dimension to use a sauna, that's not something you see every day. And of course they respond with, you can say the same thing about you, like you don't see an ogre to come to a sauna every day. So of course they get to talking some more, and Elfuda's like, so why are you here? You must really just like a sauna or something. It's like, not really. What I'm really here for is the alcohol, okay? I really like the drink. Now you remember, the name of the show is Plus Size Elf, so of course her drinking all that alcohol made her a little bit chubby on the side. So Elfuda and the ogre have a little challenge. They say whoever can stand the sun the longest pretty much pays for the winner's food or drink. Kuroeda upon hearing this is like, man, I ain't got time for this, so she just gets up and leave. So they go on with their contest, and of course Elfuda just absolutely loses, like it wasn't even close. So we then cut to them at the bar with the ogre drinking, and Elfuda's just throwing a hissy fit. She's like, give me my money back. That's when our main man Tommaso walks up like, yo, who is causing all this ruckus? And Elfuda looks at him and just like, man, she's turning my french fries into alcohol. And that's when Tommaso like, bro, who even is this? And that's when we finally get her name. Okay, her name is Olga. Man, I must say, they are not creative with the names in this show, huh? Elfuda, Olga, like, come on, bro, y'all couldn't do better? So Elfuda starts begging Tommaso for some fries. He's like, bro, you know, it's probably a bit too late to be eating some fries right now. She's like, please, I'll start my diet tomorrow. And he caves in to get some fries. So we cut to the next day. Elfuda and Tommaso are at a fish market. Elfuda's like, bro, I'm a vegetarian while we at a fish market. And then Tommaso explains that fish is very beneficial on a diet. So Elfuda looks at the fish and looks kind of disgusted at how their carcasses are lined up. And she said this reminds her of a crash station. Now, of course, Tommaso's like, man, what the hell is a crash station? And as she begins to explain, she gets rudely interrupted by the salesman. So the salesman just starts yapping. She's like, man, I'm a fishmonger, man. I couldn't stop myself from taking the bait. And if you're looking for fish, that means you must be serious about them omega-3 acids, man. Fish is very delicious and nutritious. Man, whether you're looking for beauty or weight loss, man, you can use fish for everything, man. I eat fish 3 times a day. Man, look how supple my skin is. And then Elfuda's like, don't you mean how flabby your skin is? And she just takes a hit to her pride. She is like, yeah, man, you right, bro. Ever since I came into town, bro, I haven't had much time to exercise or go swimming, none like that. Then I keep eating all these fish, man, I just keep getting fat. Then she just walks up and dumps her face into some water and says, my gills are getting dry. This is where we discover that she is actually a mermaid. So she keeps talking to her and then she's like, oh wait, I gotta go take my secret potion, otherwise I won't be able to keep my legs. And that's when she transforms into her true self to show that she's a real mermaid. And that's when Elfuda asks like, wait, doesn't it take 10 years for a marrow teardrop to distill? So how are you gaining your legs if you're supposed to use marrow tears? That's when she pulls out some maca extract and be like, man, don't even worry about that, man. I found a substitute. So the mermaid goes back to explaining how she can't go exercising and stuff. She explains that she sinks like a rock in her human form and that she can't stand salt water, so she can't really swim in her mermaid form. And you know, my boy Tommaso, being the fitness coach he is, he started giving her some advice. He's like, man, you could get rid of that excess fat on your arms by doing some bicep and tricep exercises. So he gives her a list of exercises that she can do, and that pretty much wraps up episode 3. Let's go ahead and get on to episode 4. So we start off episode 4 with a whole bunch of people feeding this adorable looking dog right here. One of the kids feeds the dog a sausage and says that the dog is getting fat, and the dog looks at him with surprise. We then cut to Elfuda and Tommaso running around the park. You know what I'm saying, man? They trying to get their cardio in, trying to lose that weight. So Tommaso asks Elfuda, does she use this park often? And she just looks at him like, man, nigga, this is why I be crossing dimensions at, bro. The door is right there. And of course my boy over there looking dumbfounded like, bro, you dead ass? It's right there? Then he's like, man, wait, does that mean I can come in your world too? And she was like, if you got some mana, you could. And he's just like, man. So they get back to running around the park, and of course, Elfuda's gonna take her a french fry break. So she goes to eat her fry, and that's when the dog from earlier comes to get the fry from her. So Tommaso just starts petting the dog and starts rubbing his belly, you know, having a grand old time. So Tommaso keeps petting the dog, and it literally is trying to run away. He just tackles it and starts petting it again, and that's when it turns into a dog person. Hey, when you think about it, I guess you could say the show finally showed a bad bitch. You get it? Because, you know, female dog, and it's a bad bitch. Okay, I gotta stop going for these low-hanging fruit. So Elfuda explains that he's hugging a werewolf right now, and how they're prideful creatures that stand on the top of the food chain, and they got like moody personalities that can make them a bit hard to deal with. So the werewolf and Elfuda starts to get in an argument, and the werewolf is like, man, bro, leave me alone, man. I'm just trying to exercise over here. So of course, upon hearing that, Tommaso invites the werewolf to start exercising with them, and they start doing stretches and stuff like that. So after they get done stretching, the werewolf starts to feel good, you know what I'm saying? She invites my boy to her pack. Elfuda then explains to Tommaso that it's a rare thing for an outsider to know to join a pack, so she must really like him or something. So Elfuda and Tommaso get to talking more, and Elfuda says that he should learn how to shake, that way she can like him even more. And as soon as he says the word shake, the werewolf grabs his arm and starts wagging her tail. He then tells her to sit, and guess what she does? She sits. Elfuda tells him that, you know, lycanthropes can't disobey orders from the pack leader, so that means she must see him as a leader. So Elfuda starts making fun of her, and she gets up and is like, nah, she's ready to fight. Elfuda's like, man, you ain't ready to catch this smoke with an elf. And just like always, Elfuda gets absolutely crumpled. Man, Elfuda need to stop challenging folks, bro. She stay getting folded. So we then cut to the next scene, and everybody's at the pool. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. We got Elfuda, Coretta, Flower Girl, Olga, you know, the whole gang, the whole cast we've seen so far. So while everybody's swimming, Tomatsu mistakes a person at the pool for his boss. So Tomatsu and Oku gets to talking, and you know, they over there talking about how she just transplanted to this city and stuff. That's when everybody gets done swimming, and my boy Tomatsu's like, alright, now that everybody's done swimming, you know, we can double this effect with a proper nutrition. So if you eat pork, after she hears this, she starts yelling like, yo, eating pigs is beyond cruel. Now you would think she's just a Muslim or something, but no, she's actually a pig girl. So both Elfuda and Coretta explains to Tomatsu that this girl is an orc, and like, to put it simple, they're just pig humanoids. So Oku explains that she just came here to pretty much get on a diet and slim down and lose some weight. And Tomatsu pretty much just recommends swimming. And that wraps up today's episode. Let me know down in the comments which girl is your favorite. Me personally, you know me, I like my Muslim women. So right now, my two favorites are Olga. And you know, you can't forget the dark-skinned BBW now. So you already know we got some love for Coretta right here. But like I said, you know, I'm going to do a big tier list when this full series is out. You know, I'm going to rank every girl from top to bottom. So, you know, be on the lookout for that when the time comes. With that being said, if you enjoyed today's video, go ahead and leave a like. Because, you know, it don't cost nothing to show a person some love. And you might as well hit that subscribe button. I mean, it's free. And if you don't like it, you can always unsubscribe later. As you guys know, we're trying to hit 5K subs by the end of October. So please help me out with that goal. And make sure to go check out some of my other content, because if you enjoyed this, I know you're going to enjoy some of my other stuff. So please go check that out. With that being said, it's been your marvelous leader, Sage Mode Ren, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Catch you in the next episode.